Former President Donald Trump is facing some new legal troubles this morning. This time, investigators looking into efforts to overturn the 2020 election, and charges could be coming soon.
KXAN's Hannah Brandt is live in Washington to explain how the former president and other lawmakers are reacting. Good morning.
Sally, Tom, good morning. As former President Trump focuses on his 2024 campaign, he's really downplaying this new legal threat.
I didn't know practically what a subpoena was and grand juries and all of this. Now I'm like becoming an expert. I have no choice.
At a campaign event in Iowa, former President Donald Trump joked about his latest legal challenges and doubled down on false claims that he won the 2020 election.
If you say something about an election, they want to put you in jail for the rest of your life. It's a disgrace.
On Tuesday, he announced he received a letter from the Department of Justice. He says in it, Special Counsel Jack Smith's office told him he's a target of their investigation into 2020 election interference and the January 6th attack. That means he could soon be charged in that case.
We have yet again another example of Joe Biden's weaponized Department of Justice targeting his top political opponent.
Republicans rushed to defend the former president, with Congresswoman Elise Stefanik accusing the Justice Department of being unfair. And Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene called the accusations against Trump complete lies.
It's outrageous. I can't believe our country has to endure this. And I'll be standing with President Trump the entire way.
But Democrats had a much different reaction.
He has a record of lying and cheating, and it's catching up with him now.
Congressman Seth Magaziner says this shows not even a former president is above the law. And Congressman Pete Aguilar added his party trusts the Justice Department and their investigation.
Seeking the facts and holding people accountable, no matter where they are and no matter who they are.
And Trump says he's been given 4 days to report to a January 6th grand jury. Tom, Sally, back to you.